successful. Elena is a member of the class of 2012, and her classmates, where are they? Her buddies showed up to be with her. This is the fabulous class of 2012. Sam and Bronte are here. Elena is currently a ninth grader at Crystal Springs Upland School, which is down the peninsula, but she's still part of us. You're never going away. You're a Hamlin girl for life. And we've asked her to share her story and to introduce the film. So without any further ado, this is the first time you're introduced as an alumna, not as an eighth grader or a seventh grader. Hamlin alumna, Elena Silverstein.
My weaknesses are my biggest strength. If you only remember one thing about this speech, I would like you to remember that dyslexia or any other learning difference is not a disability. It's a gift. That gift is my strength. My dyslexia gave me my determination, work ethic, and ability to succeed, and it put me where I am today. And if you only remember two things, remember the title of the book that Hillary Clinton wrote in 1996, It Takes a Village. It Takes a Village is the theme of my dyslexia story. Let me elaborate. Building on Hillary Clinton's philosophy, in my case, my parents were not sure who in the village was actually helping. My parents told me all of the help they got me was like throwing darts. They tried everything to help me get the best possible start I could possibly have. They were hoping one of the many therapists, learning specialists, reading methodologies, eye training, tutors, summer schools, or books would help. I fought most of the help in lower school. As a young girl, I did not want to spend my summers practicing reading, and I definitely did not want to spend my weekends tutoring instead of playing. However, in the long run, I benefited from all the help. The summer of second grade, I found myself in the gymnasium of the Armenian school on Brotherhood Way, singing the song Alive, Awake, Alert, Enthusiastic. That was a repetitive song that I had to sing every day for 4 weeks at Slingerland Summer School. I disliked that song and that program, though I know it has worked for many others. I had to decode words for 2 hours in the morning, and after a brief snack break, I was tutored one-on-one. I practiced cursive and decoding, but I still, to this day, cannot read cursive. I remember one particular day at camp, and that was the last day. The last day of that program was the happiest day of my life. I ran out of the building with a smile on my face, and I did not look back. This is just one of the examples of my journey that put me where I am today. The truth is that lower school years were full of many struggles. I went to so many different specialists, I lost count. It is also true, though, that my lower school years were full of some successes. As much as I dislike Slingerland Summer School, I progressed one full grade level in just 4 weeks. Also, Miss Hancock helped me learn about myself as a student, and I enjoyed the much-needed break from the stress of the classroom. And each of my lower school teachers spent extra time with me to make sure I was able to keep up in class. In third grade, I was diagnosed with dyslexia, to no one's surprise. The diagnosis did not really change much of what I was experiencing. But one breakthrough was in third grade when Miss Hancock introduced me to Victor. Victor is not a person. It is a little round CD player that reads books to me. I could finally listen to the books I could not read, but wanted to. I remember lying on my top bunk on Saturday and Sunday mornings, listening to Harry Potter for hours on end. I did not emerge until I was starving for lunch. In middle school, everything started to come together. In middle school, instead of the village people coming to me, I went to the village people. Unlike in lower school, I could mark my own progress, and I knew when I did not understand a subject because I would have trouble with the homework. Then I could go to a specific teacher and ask for help. In lower school, I was receiving tutoring, but I could not see my own progress. I found middle school to be the time when everything paid off. I learned to advocate for myself and developed a close relationship with my teachers. My teachers wanted to see me during tutorial and after school to help me. I could work at my own pace, and I was extremely organized. My teachers put extra hours in to help me succeed, and I knew they believed in me. I no longer resisted the help. I sought it out. The most important thing I learned was how to succeed. I went to talk to my teachers whenever I needed anything. There is no way I could be where I am without Miss Conger, though. Miss Conger, you taught me how to be organized, study effectively, and you gave me confidence. You taught me when I was unsure of myself that I have a myriad of ideas, talents, and opportunities. With Miss Conger's help, I was moving in the right direction. And 7th grade, I knew exactly how to get my work done and stay on top of my assignments. I also knew what learning tools I needed to use, the three most important being digital books, which I can now download on my phone, pure note-taking, and extra time on tests. I also have my teachers to thank. I remember vividly in 5th grade visiting my Spanish teacher, Miss Kahn, on Tuesdays after school. In 6th grade, Miss Smith would stay with me after school until 5 in the afternoon, the day before grammar tests, to help me study. In 7th grade, my writing got so much better. Miss Masuda would meet with me every Thursday morning at 7:30 a.m. to go over my writing, vocabulary, and grammar. In 8th grade, I was able to be independent, and I really became confident in my ability. Another important part of my village at Hamlin were my friends, Samantha and Pope and Bronte Jenkins. They were so supportive and helped me through all the years. When I was down on myself, they knew just how to pick me up. Now I'm in high school and I've moved to a new village. My village is smaller and I am independent. The dart game is over. I'm so happy and able to keep up and have a life in an academically rigorous high school, Crystal Springs Upland School, and I'm not ashamed of my dyslexia. When I was in lower school, dyslexia seemed to be a big word that I could not spell and a label over my head. But now I think very differently about it. This is my gift. It made me develop a solid work ethic and helped me find who I am. I am now efficient and have a gift for seeing the big picture. I think outside the box, and I'm unique. I work hard and never turn in a mediocre piece of work. I would never change who I am. My dyslexia is my biggest strength. I will close with some advice to parents. Although navigating through the village may seem overwhelming, there is light at the end of the tunnel. Your son or daughter can be successful. It is hard for them to see what they are working towards when they are young, but your children have the drive and determination it takes. Don't underestimate them. When they start to see the light, they will soar. But in the meantime, keep throwing those darts, continue giving them everything you can, and keep your worries you have concealed. Now I'd like to introduce our future film, The Big Picture, Rethinking Dyslexia. This film gives us a rounded idea of the highs and lows of dyslexia. I hope you enjoy the film.
Oh, I guess you could have done that yourself.
We were called on to read out loud. I would tremble, I was afraid.
You couldn't hide. Everyone was looking at you. The words just come out wrong.
I would sit at the back of the class. I would look at the blackboard, and it was just gobbledygook to me.
All I knew was that I couldn't do what other kids were doing.
Grades were bad, self-esteem started to collapse. I remember faking being sick all the time.
What I was keeping secret was I really wasn't an A student.
I could tell I just wasn't that competent.
I sat at a table loudly during free time while the other kids were reading books. I couldn't read.
It wasn't until I got the diagnosis that I was really able to think, oh my God, I understand it now.